Hello and welcome, poutníci po hvězdách, which in a beautiful language of my beautiful motherland, Czech Republic, means star wanderers. Thank you so much for stopping for another quick astro coffee break with me, and welcome to the shit show of Pisces season 2025, where reality is on a smoke break. Logic is out of office, and the universe is about to throw a fever dream of astrological events at us. We will unpack all of that, so you know the drill. Chop chop, don't dilly dally, pip pip, cheerio, I don't know, pull up the chair, grab the coffee, bite into that muffin, stroke that cat, switch on your electric blanket, and let's go. From February 18th to March 20th, we are plunging into deep emotional waters, wading through Venusian nostalgia, dodging the Virgo Lunar Eclipse's passive-aggressive reality checks, and watching Mercury in Aries go full Kanye West. If you were hoping for a gentle, relaxing float through Pisces' ethereal seas, bless your heart. But this is more like getting sucked into a cosmic riptide with no lifeguard inside. So let's break it down. Pisces season, the final stop on the zodiac wheel before Aries bursts onto the scene with its fresh wave of challenges, creative energy and can-do attitude, I'm already exhausted, offers a moment of respite. It momentarily softens the edges of reality, wrapping us in a shimmering tapestry woven from stardust and sea foam. This is a time when the veil between worlds thins and the whispers of the subconscious swell into symphony. It's a season of deep feeling, a siren song beckoning us to release our grip on the mundane. You get me, right? It's basically a season narrated by Luna Lovegood. I, for one, can't wait to see what new bizarre conspiracy theories, global-scale misunderstandings, and disillusionment rise from these depths. Our energetic invitation is to balance on the edge of this abyss of illusions and confusions, maintaining a foothold in everyday reality so that we can draw from the approaching dream tide. We can use it for creative inspiration, for intuitive insights that actually inform our daily lives and relationships rather than hinder it, and for a deeper understanding of our fellow travelers on this wonderfully messy journey, all without being swept away by the current. So, Pisces, the final sign in the zodiac cycle. It is often described as carrying the accumulated wisdom, gifts, and burdens of all the signs that preceded. This might explain their reputation for being somewhat detached, perhaps even a little aloof. There's a good word, like they're perpetually waltzing with fairies. A more fitting analogy, I think, and one that resonated with me during my daily breaststroke session. This is so unusually heterosexual sounding for me. In the chlorine-tinged waters of my local pool is this. Rather than carrying the collective wisdom of the zodiac on their shoulders, Pisces are submerged by the weight of it. Not in a drowning, suffocating way, but in a way that allows for a different perspective. Think back to those childhood moments when we'd hold our breath at the bottom of the pool, briefly entering a completely altered reality. The sounds of the world above faded away, everything became hazy, slow motion, dreamlike, a David Lynch directed music video playing out in the shimmering depths. We miss you, David. The world outside ceased to exist for the duration of our breath, replaced by the surreal ballet of cut-off dangling legs, the hypnotic dance of bubbles rising to the surface, the pressure in our ears and the inevitable building pull back to the surface. So Pisces season, amidst the dizzying rush of the year, offers us precisely that, a momentary shift in perspective. Dreams and intuition, illusion and magic are amplified, gifting us for one astrological season a new lens through which to view reality. Before we look closely at the jarring astrology ahead, you might want to consider checking out my Pisces season workshop over at my blog, offering in-depth explorations of the moon, the high priestess, and the hanged man archetypes and how they relate to Pisces energy. There's original tarot spread for deep insights, a guided journaling ritual designed to unlock the hidden landscapes of your subconscious, a potent spellwork practice to embody your intentions and release what no longer serves you, and practical, relatable guide for incorporating Piscean wisdom into your daily life. You'll find a link in this episode's description. Here we go, ready? Retrograde roulette. Who needs stability anyway? Mars goes direct in Cancer on February 23rd. After a slow, waterlogged retrograde, Mars finally pulls itself out of the emotional quicksand and stations direct. Picture a battle-worn warrior emerging from a swamp. Except instead of a sword, he's carrying a weighted blanket and a bottle of rosé. Mars in Cancer is in exactly the most aggressive placement. Imagine trying to fight whilst also worrying about your inner child's needs. But hey, at least now we can move forward, right? Expect themes around home, security, and emotional boundaries to get sharper. If the first 2 months of the year felt like trying to sprint through a sea of molasses, this is the part where we finally start getting somewhere. Next on the line, Venus retrograde in Pisces. This is March 1st and it will last until April 12th. Yes, the astrological equivalent of drunk texting your ex at 2 a.m. whilst listening to Lana Del Rey. This is a nostalgic fever dream full of romantic ghosts, resuscitated artistic ambitions, and delusions of grandeur. It's the season of questioning everything. Your relationships, your self-worth, your decision to get bangs last year. Some of what resurfaces will be beautifully fated. Some of it will be the equivalent of buying a $200 crystal to heal your aura and realizing a month later it's just a very pretty rock. Next up on the celestial roulette is Lunar Eclipse in Virgo, March 13th. So if Venus retrograde is the dream, this eclipse is the wake the hell up moment. Virgo, ever the zodiac's unpaid intern, is here to fact-check our Piscean illusions. And no matter what the latest developments on the global scale, especially coming from US, would have you believe, facts still matter. And they are non-negotiable, right? We might see during this eclipse, this is middle of March once again, a huge kind of rude awakening to reality on a global scale and in our personal lives. It's like that brutally honest friend who doesn't let you get away with your bullshit. Have you been living in a fantasy? Avoiding responsibility? Ignoring red flags? Diving too deep into conspiracy theories? Well, Virgo's here to remind you that manifesting success is cute and all, but you still have to file your damn taxes. And this is just fantastic. March 14th, just the day after, Mercury stations retrograde in Aries and it will stay there until April 7th. As if things weren't already chaotic, Mercury in Aries is about to pull an Uno reverse card on rational communication. Aries energy is impulsive and direct, so now imagine it moving backward. People will be blurting things out and instantly regretting them, tech will betray us in the worst of moments, and every conversation will have the potential to go from zero to Real Housewives table flip and throwing a prosthetic leg in under 5 seconds. Triple check your emails. Assume nothing. And maybe wait until Mercury goes direct before sending any dramatic texts or planning a trip. You don't need that kind of karmic boomerang. To help navigate these choppy waters, I've designed a special guided meditation as invitation to journey inward, to a place of stillness where the healing waters of Pisces wash over you. Through breathwork, visualization and affirmations, you'll align your mind, body and spirit with the Piscean energies of intuition, compassion and creative flow. You'll find a link to this meditation in this episode's description. Alright, cosmic comrades, trigger! Let's dive into your personalized star sign roadmap for this Pisces season extravaganza. Remember, this is for your sun or rising sign, so if you're not sure which one you are, please consult your favorite search engine. I'll wait. Okay, let's go. Aries, 12th house. Welcome to the emotional haunted house of your subconscious. Venus retrograde digs up old wounds and ex-lovers like a psychic with no chill. The Virgo eclipse on the 13th March tells you to stop using vibes as a life strategy. Tip: meditate before speaking, maybe write in a journal instead of texting your ex. Taurus, 11th house. So friendships and long-term goals are under review, Taurus. Venus retrograde has you nostalgic for your soul tribe, aka drinking buddies from 2017, but the Virgo eclipse is ready to reality check your connections. Practical tip: don't let nostalgia trick you into rekindling friendships with someone who still owes you money. Gemini, 10th house. Career plot twists ahead, Gemini. Venus retrograde has you questioning your professional path, and Mercury retrograde ensures that every email sounds just slightly unhinged. So my tip: think before rage quitting. Wait until April before sending that "I quit" and also "Linda from HR and Chad from accounting sucks" email. Cancer, 9th house. Philosophy, travel, and deep introspections are the themes. Venus retrograde might have you yearning for a past adventure, while Mercury retrograde ensures that booking a flight now is a logistic nightmare. My tip: if you must book travel, double check every detail. Your boarding pass shouldn't say Cancun when you meant Copenhagen. Leo, 8th house. Financial and emotional entanglements resurface, Leo. Venus retrograde has you reminiscing about that one toxic but hot situationship, and the Virgo eclipse demands you get your financial house in order. My tip: avoid sexting and stock trading during Mercury retrograde, both could end in regret. Virgo, 7th house. So this is relationships, partnerships, and exes knocking on your emotional door, Virgo. Venus retrograde makes you consider who you let in, while the Virgo eclipse says, get your standards back, babe. My tip: this is not the time for delusional romance. If they haven't changed, neither has the outcome. Libra, 6th house. Work, health, and daily routines are in flux. Venus retrograde brings back old habits, good or bad, and Mercury retrograde ensures chaos at the office. My tip: take deep breaths. Also, maybe don't start a new workout regimen that involves aerial skills and blindfolds. Scorpio, 5th house. Love, drama, and creative chaos incoming. Venus retrograde has you reminiscing about past flings, artistic projects, and that one terrible decision you made on a whim. The Virgo eclipse demands you get serious about your passions, while Mercury retrograde makes flirting an Olympic-level event. My tip: do not text the one who got away. They didn't. You just dodged a bullet. Sagittarius, 4th house. Home and family matters are getting spicy. Venus retrograde has you re-evaluating past emotional wounds, while Mercury retrograde turns family group chats into a minefield of miscommunication. The Virgo eclipse forces you to organize your personal life like an over-caffeinated Marie Kondo or me. Tip: maybe don't bring up politics at the dinner table, or do, because this season, chaos is your brand. Capricorn, 3rd house. Communication meltdown ahead. Venus retrograde rewires your relationships with siblings, neighbors, and social media presence. The Virgo eclipse wants you to clarify your message. Tip: review, edit, self-censor. Otherwise, it can backfire in spectacular fashion. Aquarius, 2nd house. Money, self-worth, and values are in the cosmic blender. Venus retrograde has you questioning financial choices. Did you really need that limited edition neon cactus lamp? While Mercury retrograde makes budgeting a nightmare. The Virgo eclipse forces you to get real about spending. So my tip: put the credit card down. Put it down! Down! No, really. Put it down. Pisces, 1st house. It's your season, baby! But with Venus retrograde in your sign, you're in full rebranding mode, questioning your style, your relationships, your personal goals. The Virgo eclipse demands balance, and Mercury retrograde ensures you keep second-guessing yourself. So my tip is trust your instincts. You are the main character, even if Mercury is making your lines sound ridiculous. And that's it. Final thoughts and final words, because this one sounds fatal. Pisces season is a beautiful, messy, magical fever dream. It's a poetic chaos. It's intuitive brilliance. It's a drunken mermaid leading us towards enlightenment with a questionable map. Just remember, ride the wave. Don't drown in it. Hey, if you've learned anything, if you chuckled a bit or threw your phone across the room, I do not discriminate. I am just so grateful to give you any feels. But I don't know, you might feel inspired to tip me and buy me a coffee, because in the past life I was coffee, and it is my great ambition to return to this state by drowning myself in coffee. So I don't know, a link to send me a little tip or a big tip is in this episode's description. There are other offerings like guided meditations and a workshop specifically designed to navigate Pisces season that you'll find over at my blog, link once again in this episode's description. And finally, I see you. I'm right there with you, bobbing up and down, treading water in those deep, unforgiving, choppy waters of the Piscean Ocean. Think of me as your slightly neurotic, perpetually caffeinated, astrologically informed lifeguard, minus the whistle and the questionable tan. I do have affinity to a tiny speedo though. I promise to hold your hand throughout this existential funhouse, because let's be real, nightmare sounds a bit dramatic even for Pisces season. With both profound and hopefully humorous astro guides and updates, you can keep checking back on my Substack, my blog, my YouTube channel. I'm holding your hand. Virtually speaking, no matter where you are. Just promise me you hold someone else's hand too. These high-strung astro energies might make us feel like we are at war with each other or ourselves. So it might be helpful to stop, get out of our muddled heads for a bit and remind ourselves, and someone else who might need to hear it, that no one, I promise you, no one is having a completely good time right now. But change is inevitable, right? What goes down must come up and all that jazz, and trust me, there's enough room on that wardrobe door for both Rose and Jack. Drowning is so not an option. So remember, I see you, I'll catch you here later. Now go forth and embrace the beautiful, bewildering, slightly bonkers energy of Pisces season, and try not to impulse buy too many unicorn-shaped air fresheners. Ciao!